to my homework assignment 1 presentation. We're gonna start by presenting the program execution, whereby I'm gonna show you my back end. This is my back end. Currently there is no errors on my back end. We have our endpoints, the get, set, put, and delete. And we're gonna move on to our front end, whereby we have our home page. It's also our product listing, where we show our products, which it gets the products on from the database. And also we have our add product page, which is our page. And as you can see, currently there is no errors on either pages of the front end. Moving on to our program functionality, we're gonna present our CRUD application. We're gonna start by creating a product. Let's say you change your mind and you don't want to create a product anymore. You can cancel and you get redirected back to the home page. Let's go create our product. The add product button is currently disabled because there is no value on the form. Let's start adding our product. We're gonna make a sneaker. We're gonna price it at 2.5, and we're gonna call it's an Air Force. We're gonna add this product. Additionally, as we show our CRUD application, we also gonna show our program output. As you can see, we have created the product which shows here, and also we're gonna go back to our database to confirm if it shows. As you can see, sneaker 2.5 Air Force. Now we're gonna show our update. Going back, we're gonna show our update. We're gonna edit this sneaker, and we don't want to call it a sneaker, but let's call it a shoe. Then let's name it a 1.5 because it's on 1000 sale. And that shoe, now we're not gonna call it Air Force. Our shoe is Crocs. Comfortable. We're gonna save these changes, show our program output, and see if it reflects on our database. As you can see, we have a shoe. It's 1.5. It's Crocs. They are comfortable. Going back to our project, we see that the listing is the one that shows the view of the CRUD application. We're also gonna show the delete by deleting this Crocs comfortable and going to the database to see if the program output is correct by checking if it's there. As you can see, the shoe Crocs is no longer there, which shows the correct program output. As I'm showing you this program functionality for CRUD, you can see my program interface, which is user friendly and very interactive by hovers and everything like that. Now I'm gonna move on to showing you my code readability and also explaining my code structure. I'm gonna start explaining my structure. I have 2 pages, which is the product form, whereby I use my add product there, and the product listing, which I use for my home page for listing the products. Basically, it gets the product from the database. That's the one that uses the get product functions. And also my product listing page also make use of the edit and also the delete functionalities. The edit, I make use of an inline form, whereby when you press edit, that's when it appears. As you can see, when you press edit, you can scroll down to that edit form, whereby you make your changes. After saving, the form disappears. Additionally, on these 2 pages, we have our product service, which is in the shared folder. Our product service, that's where we make use of the imports whereby we state our API based URL. I didn't make use of an environment folder whereby I state my URL there, but instead I manually inserted my URL on the product service whereby I mentioned my get product, my add product, my update product, my delete product, basically my CRUD requests. And each of these CRUD requests are made, used, and they are mentioned on the product form and the product listing. The product form only mentions the add product because that's the product form is where we add product only. Then the rest are mentioned on product listing because that's where we show our product, which is the get product. We edit our product, which is the update product, and also we delete the product, which is the delete product. Our routing, we only have 2 pages, so we only route to the 2 pages. Then we have a default route, which is the product listing page, which is also considered the default routing. For our background, our background that is interactive, I made use of CSS and HTML. As you can see. Moving on to our product listing component TS, this is where we have our loading the page, we have our edit for the edit to the scroll to for the when you press edit so that it scrolls down to the edit form whereby you have your edit form. When you save, it updates the load product, and also when you delete, it updates the load page product. On our HTML, we have our inline edit form, and also moving on to product form, we have the component whereby the on cancel just navigates back to the home page, which is the product listing page, and we have the on submit, which is checks first if whether the product is valid, if the product has inputs on it before it can actually make the product submit visible. As you can see, it checks first whether is the product invalid. If it's not invalid, it's disabled. If it's not invalid, it's enabled. Then we have our constructor whereby we initialized how our product class is on the back end. Basically, we use two-way binding for our add product, which is the post endpoint. In conclusion of the front end, we have 2 pages. The other page consists of the get, put, and also delete endpoints. Moving on to back end, we're gonna do our unit testing whereby it's gonna test for get all products and also test for get product by ID. As you can see, the test passed for get products and the test passed for get product by ID. Moving on to the code of this tests, as you can see, we check for our get all products. We check for our get all product by ID. Here we just did a mock product whereby it checks and get this product by ID. And we have our product controller, which states all our endpoints, which is the CRUD functionalities, and ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my presentation.